Here's my 5-minute curly hair routine. Wash or rinse your hair until it's sopping wet, and then get an old t-shirt, don't use a towel, and just get the ends like this. You're gonna wanna leave it super wet still. Next, you're gonna wanna get your mousse and just scrunch. Apply a healthy amount everywhere. Notice how I'm not raking any of the curls out. I'm not brushing with my fingers. I'm literally just scrunching up. Then you're gonna wanna take a good amount of gel and do the same thing. Once you've scrunched all that product in your hair, we're gonna plop with our shirt. I just do this now for like a few minutes. Now we're gonna take our hair out. We are not gonna touch our hair until it is completely dry. No diffusing, no playing with it, no brushing it out with our fingers, just leave it alone. And this is what it looks like all dry. I'm not gonna end up on a magazine with this hair, but it does only take me 5 minutes, and it removes that obstacle of it taking a really long time and not looking the way that I want it to, because that's the worst part about figuring out your curls. Also, I really need another virtual curly haircut because I'm getting the triangle right now and it's not a good look. Here's my 5, that's 10.
Natural curls and you want to bring them back to life, I'm going to tell you how to do that. I'm not getting paid a single thing to say this. I bought every single one of these things with my own dollar bills, and I'll continue to do that, so you trust me. Okay, let's go. Number 1, your hair's probably really friggin' dirty. Wash it with a clarifying shampoo. It's going to take away all of the product buildup and all of the gunk that's kind of just like laying on your head right now. I'm obsessed with the Olaplex clarifying shampoo, but there's a lot of good ones out there. Use that clarifying shampoo like once every few washes. And on the days you clarify, make sure that you condition very, very well. I use JVN Deep Moisturizing Mask. Use it like a normal conditioner. Put it on your hair after you wash. Rinse it right out. It's not a leave-in. This and this on wash days, match made in heaven. Next, we're going to use an Olaplex treatment. Number 0 and number 3 used in combination with each other. These are going to build the proteins back up in your hair, and your curls are going to start curling again. If you've given up on trying to figure out your curls and you've done a lot of like hair straightening because you're like, I can't even be bothered with my curls, you're going to want to use that Olaplex treatment and like undo the damage of that heat. This is not going to be for everybody. I'm going to let you know right now that it has literally changed my hair. Next, you're going to want to get your hands on one of these bad boys, a Denman brush. Lots of ways you can use this to help your curly hair. I have a whole video about it. You can watch it. But this is why my hair looks like this. Gel and mousse for styling. Both of them. Every time. Uidad Advanced Climate Control. Best gel I have ever used on my hair, and I would take a curly bullet for this stuff. And for mousse, I use Brad Mondo's WaveTech Wave Foam. Best mousse I've ever used. This combination is like magic. Last but not least, your haircut definitely matters. Work with someone that specifically understands curly hair and knows how to cut curly hair. I work with a woman named Daisy in California who literally cuts my hair over Zoom. She tells me where to cut, when to cut, how much to cut. Most empowering thing I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I don't think I'll ever be able to go to another hairdresser. I had to figure out about my curly hair that I did not learn from anybody and had to learn the hard way. Number 1, if you don't want to figure out your curls, you don't have to. Just because everybody wants curly hair and you have it doesn't mean you are obligated to learn how to do it. If you want to straighten your hair every single day for the rest of your life, do it. Number 2, if you do want to embrace your curls, try it. It's not going to look good probably the first like 20 years that you try to do that. So just be patient with yourself. If you do want to diffuse your hair and every single time you try it comes out like an entire puffball, try doing it in sections. Like when you straighten your hair and then let it down in sections and curl it. Do that, but with the diffuser. And don't just like stick it right on it. Hover. Also, a lot of curly hair influencers are going to tell you that you need to diffuse your hair until it is completely dry or else it's going to frizz. That's not the case for me. If I diffuse my hair until it's dry, it will be frizzy. I have to leave it like 75% of the way dry, 25% wet, and then I just don't touch it. Also, you do not have to use the curly girl method if you want to wear your hair curly. Some of the curly girl principles are great. Some of them are absolute garbage. Do what works for you and what you can afford and what is within your means and what is practical, and throw the rest away. And one more time, I very much want to reiterate, if you do not want to wear your hair curly and everybody in your life wants you to wear your hair curly because you have curly hair and they don't, that's a them situation. You need to let them work that out with their hair.